Days of Our Lives, July 21st, 2025. For fans who've followed the tangled lives of Salem's residents for years, this episode promises heart-pounding moments, fractured friendships. Let's dive into the intricate details of what's coming up, exploring the emotional depth and complex relationships that make Salem's stories so captivating. A father's duty and a mother's fear in the heart of Salem, Javi Hernandez, played by Al Calderon, steps into his role as a devoted father with a quiet strength that resonates deeply. As Gabby Hernandez, Sherry Jimenez, is called away for an unexpected work shift, Javi takes on the responsibility of caring for their family, a task that carries extra weight given the turmoil unfolding around them. The couple's daughter, Ari Horton, Marissa Reyes, has vanished alongside her friend Holly Jonas, Ashley Puzimis, sending shockwaves through their tight-knit community. The news of Ari's disappearance hits Gabby like a tidal wave, threatening to drown her in fear and despair. Javi, ever the steady presence, wraps his arms around her, offering words of comfort and hope, even as his own heart aches with worry. Gabby's anguish is palpable. Ari is her world, and the thought of losing her is a nightmare she can hardly bear to face. Javi does his best to lift her spirits, reminding her of Rafe Hernandez's, Galen Gehring, relentless determination as Salem's police commissioner. Rafe, Javi's brother, is already on the case, and Javi clings to the belief that Rafe's experience and resolve will bring Ari and Holly home safely. Yet, beneath his reassuring words, Javi wrestles with his own fears, knowing that time is slipping away and the dangers lurking in Salem are all too real. Gabby, who has leaned on Xander Kiriakis, Paul Telfer, for support in recent days, now finds solace in Javi's steadfast presence. The contrast between Xander's fiery intensity and Javi's calm reliability highlights the different kinds of strength Gabby needs to navigate this crisis. As she clings to hope, Gabby's mind races with worst-case scenarios, each one more terrifying than the last. The emotional toll of Ari's absence weighs heavily, and viewers can expect to see Sherry Jimenez deliver a performance that captures every nuance of a mother's desperation and resilience. A clue in the nick of time. Meanwhile, the search for Ari and Holly takes a dramatic turn as Tate Black, Leo Howard, uncovers a critical clue that could lead to their rescue. Tate, a young man with a heart full of determination, is drawn into the mystery when Felicity Green, Kennedy Garcia, hands him a ring deliberately dropped by Holly. The ring, glinting faintly in the grass near the local gym, is more than just a piece of jewelry. It's a beacon of hope, a sign that Holly and Ari are fighting to be found. Felicity's discovery sends Tate rushing to Rafe, his voice trembling with urgency as he shares the news. The gym's proximity to the ring sparks a theory in Tate's mind. Could this be the key to narrowing down the search? Rafe, ever the seasoned investigator, is already one step ahead, thanks to a tip from Kat Green, Annalyn McCord, who has leveraged her connections with the International Security Agency, SA, to pinpoint a possible location. Kat's involvement adds an intriguing layer to the story, as her shadowy past and high-stakes connections hint at secrets yet to be revealed. With Tate's clue reinforcing Rafe's lead, the two form an unlikely but determined team, racing against time to bring the girls home. The rescue mission is fraught with tension. Ari and Holly, trapped in a perilous situation, attempt a daring escape, only to face crushing disappointment when their plan fails. The girls' courage shines through, but their predicament grows more dire with each passing moment. For viewers, the scenes of their captivity are sure to be heart-wrenching, as Marissa Reyes and Ashley Puzimis portray the fear and defiance of two young women caught in a nightmare. Rafe and Tate's efforts to find them are a race against the clock, with every decision carrying the weight of life and death. Old friends, new fights as the search for Ari and Holly intensifies. Salem's streets are alive with personal conflicts that add fuel to the town's ever-burning drama. Leo Stark, Greg Ricard, and Gwen von Lusner, Emily O'Brien, find themselves at odds once again, their once-close friendship strained by betrayal and misunderstanding. Gwen, never one to shy away from a confrontation, unleashes a barrage of criticism at Leo, her words sharp and cutting. The tension between them crackles, as years of shared history collide with present-day grievances. Their latest encounter takes an unexpected turn when Gwen is spotted rummaging through a safe, her actions hinting at a new scheme that could shake Salem to its core. Is she plotting something sinister? Or is this a desperate attempt to right a wrong? Leo, caught off guard by her behavior, is torn between his lingering loyalty to his old friend and his frustration with her unpredictable choices. Their confrontation is a masterclass in emotional complexity, as Greg Ricard and Emily O'Brien bring depth to their characters' fractured bond. Will Leo and Gwen find a way to mend their friendship, or will this clash push them further apart? For now, it seems things will get worse before they get better, leaving fans to wonder if reconciliation is even possible. Elsewhere, the Kyriakis family is embroiled in its own drama. Xander Kyriakis and his brother Philip Kyriakis, Jean-Paul Lavoisier, lock horns in a tense showdown that reopens old wounds. The Kyriakis brothers have never been strangers to conflict, but this latest clash is charged with a raw intensity that threatens to fracture their already fragile family ties. Their argument, rooted in years of rivalry and unspoken resentments, is a reminder of the high stakes and deep emotions that define Salem's power struggles. As Xander and Philip face off, viewers can expect a battle of wills that will leave lasting repercussions. A Town on Edge. Salem is a town where no one escapes the ripple effects of drama, and July 21's episode captures this perfectly. From Gabi's heart-wrenching fear for her daughter to Tate and Rafe's desperate search, every storyline is woven with emotional depth and suspense. The confrontations between Leo and Gwen, and Xander and Philip, add layers of personal conflict that mirror the larger crisis unfolding around Ari and Holly. Each character is grappling with their own fears, loyalties, and ambitions, creating a rich tapestry of human experience that resonates with viewers. For those who've followed Days of Our Lives through its decades of storytelling, this episode is a testament to the show's ability to balance high-stakes drama with intimate, character-driven moments. The performances, from Sherry Jimenez's raw portrayal of a mother's anguish to Leo Howard's earnest determination as Tate, bring Salem's stories to life with authenticity and heart. As the episode unfolds, fans will be on the edge of their seats, rooting for Rafe and Tate to save the day, hoping for Gabi to find peace, and wondering if Leo and Gwen can rediscover the friendship that once defined them. What's next? As Monday's episode draws to a close, the stage is set for more twists and turns in Salem. Will Rafe and Tate's clues lead them to Ari and Holly in time? Can Javi's support help Gabi hold on to hope? And will the fractured bonds between Leo and Gwen, or Xander and Philip, ever heal? One thing is certain. In Salem, nothing is ever as it seems, and the next revelation is always just around the corner. Tune in to Days of Our Lives on July 21st, 2025, to witness the next chapter in this unforgettable saga. Next, remembering John Aniston, the man behind the iconic Victor Kyriakis on Days of Our Lives. Hello, dear readers. If you're like many of us who've spent afternoons glued to the television, watching the twists and turns of daytime dramas, then the name John Aniston likely brings back fond memories. For those of us over 65, these soap operas have been more than just entertainment. They've been companions through life's ups and downs. Today, let's take a heartfelt journey through the life and legacy of John Aniston, the talented actor who brought the complex character of Victor Kyriakis to life on Days of Our Lives. We'll explore his early days, his rise to fame, and the dramatic world of schemes, love, and redemption that made Victor unforgettable. Sit back with a cup of tea, and let's reminisce about this soap opera legend. From humble beginnings to soap opera stardom, John Aniston, born Yannis Anastasakis on July 24, 1933, in the sunny island of Crete, Greece, had a life story that could rival any soap plot. As a young boy, just 2 years old, he moved with his family to the United States, settling in Chester, Pennsylvania, where his parents ran a restaurant. Life wasn't always easy, but John found his passion in the arts. He attended Pennsylvania State University, earning a degree in theater arts, and even joined a fraternity there. After college, he served in the United States Navy as an intelligence officer, rising to the rank of lieutenant commander, a detail that added a touch of real-life heroism to his persona. John's acting career began in the early 1960s with small roles on shows like 87th Precinct and Combat, but it was in the world of daytime television where he truly shone. By the 1970s, he was a familiar face on soaps, first appearing briefly on Days of Our Lives in 1970 as Dr. Eric Richards. He then charmed audiences as Eddie Alada on Love of Life from 1975 to 1978, and later as the romantic Martin Turner on Search for Tomorrow until 1984. These roles established him as a reliable daytime veteran, known for his charisma and depth. Yet, it was his return to Days of Our Lives in 1985 that would catapult him to iconic status, transforming him from a solid actor into a soap legend. The dramatic debut. Victor Kiriakis enters Salem. Imagine the scene. It's July 19, 1985, and the fictional town of Salem is buzzing with excitement at a high-stakes auction. Enter Victor Kiriakis, portrayed by the dashing John Aniston. A mysterious tycoon with a sharp suit, a steely gaze, and an air of intrigue that immediately captivates everyone in the room. Victor spots a photograph taken by the beautiful Kimberly Brady and decides he must have it. He starts bidding fiercely, only to find himself in a heated war with Kimberly's true love, the heroic Shane Donovan. The tension builds as bids fly back and forth, the crowd holding their breath. In the end, Victor loses that particular battle, but oh, what a dramatic entrance it was. This wasn't just any loss. It sparked a long-running feud with Shane, Kimberly, and the entire Brady family, setting the stage for years of riveting storylines that kept viewers on the edge of their seats. From that very first moment, Victor Kiriakis was no ordinary character. He arrived in Salem as a powerful businessman with a shadowy past, involved in everything from shady deals to outright villainy. John Aniston brought a perfect blend of menace and magnetism to the role, making Victor someone you loved to hate, and sometimes just loved. Over the decades, Victor's life in Salem was a whirlwind of schemes, manipulations, and dastardly deeds, but always with a hint of humanity peeking through, especially when love entered the picture. The many layers of Victor, villain, lover, and family man. What made Victor Kiriakis so compelling was his complexity. He wasn't a one-dimensional bad guy. He was a man shaped by a tough upbringing and driven by ambition. Early on, viewers learned that Victor had deep ties to the Brady family. In a shocking revelation, it came out that he was the biological father of Bo Brady, the result of a past affair with Caroline Brady. Picture the drama. Bo, played by Peter Reckel, confronts Victor at a party, gun in hand, ready to end their bitter rivalry. Caroline's desperate cry stops him, revealing the truth that changes everything. This father-son dynamic added layers of tension and eventual reconciliation, showing Victor's capacity for family loyalty amid his ruthless pursuits. Victor's romantic life was equally tumultuous and dramatic. As John Aniston himself noted in an interview with the Television Academy, Victor had 5 wives, and remarkably, every single one of them tried to kill him at some point. That says something about him, Aniston quipped with a wry smile. Indeed, it did. Victor's charm was irresistible, but his manipulative ways often pushed his loved ones to the brink. Take his relationship with Maggie Horton, for instance. Victor tried to reform himself, softening his edges to win her heart. But as Aniston pointed out, being too goody two-shoes on a soap opera is no good. Maggie, kind-hearted as she was, couldn't fully tame the tycoon, even after they married. Victor's schemes continued, pulling strings behind the scenes like a master puppeteer. One of the most heart-wrenching and dramatic plots involved Victor's involvement in a baby swap. He and his nephew Xander orchestrated a cruel deception, switching the babies of Kristen DiMera and Sarah Horton, leading to years of anguish and revelations. Just imagine the emotional turmoil. Mothers separated from their children, families torn apart, all because of Victor's desire to control outcomes. Yet, even in these dark moments, glimpses of Victor's softer side emerged. His love for his grandchildren, his protective instincts toward his empire, and occasional acts of redemption that reminded us he wasn't entirely heartless. Throughout the years, Victor clashed with Salem's most beloved families, the Bradys, Hortons, and DiMeras, in epic battles over power, love, and secrets. He built a vast business empire, dabbled in crime, and faced countless betrayals, but he always bounced back with that signature Kiriaki's grit. John Aniston's portrayal earned him well-deserved recognition, including Soap Opera Digest Awards in 1986 for Outstanding Actor and Outstanding Villain, a Daytime Emmy nomination in 2017 for Outstanding Supporting Actor, and a Lifetime Achievement Award in 2022. Reflections on a legendary performance. In reflecting on Victor's villainous yet evolving nature, John Aniston shared insightful thoughts that revealed his deep understanding of the character. He described how Victor attempted transitions toward goodness, especially to nail down Maggie, but emphasized that a soap character can't afford to be too saintly. This balance kept Victor exciting and true to the genre's spirit of endless drama. Aniston's own life experiences, his Greek heritage, military service, and family life, likely informed the depth he brought to Victor, making the tycoon feel real and relatable despite his larger-than-life antics. Tragically, John Aniston passed away on November 11, 2022, at the age of 89, leaving behind a legacy that spanned over 3,000 episodes of Days of Our Lives. The show honored him with a touching tribute in a Christmas episode that aired posthumously, featuring Victor in a redemption arc and ending with him sailing into the sunset, a poetic farewell. Months later, in 2023, the series laid Victor to rest in storylines that brought back family members for emotional goodbyes, mixing stoicism, seriousness, and humor, much like Aniston's own personality. The lasting impact of John Aniston and Victor Kiriakis. For those of us who followed Days of Our Lives through the years, John Aniston's Victor Kiriakis was more than a character. He was a force that shaped the show's heart and soul. From that first auction bid to his final schemes, Victor embodied the thrill of soap operas, the endless cycle of conflict, love, and forgiveness. John's performance reminded us that even the most flawed individuals can find moments of grace, a lesson that resonates deeply as we reflect on our own lives. As we remember John Aniston, let's cherish the joy he brought to our screens. His journey from a young boy in Greece to a soap icon in America is a testament to perseverance and talent. If you've ever tuned in to see what trouble Victor was stirring up next, you know the magic he created. Though he's gone, the stories live on, entertaining new generations while warming the hearts of longtime fans like us.